Michael Oliver is to referee the Merseyside derby. Um, Michael Oliver obviously came in for some criticism from morons over the weekend, and then vile threats to both him and his family from scumbag Arsenal fans over a red card that he gave at the weekend. Now, personally, I watched it and I thought that's a red card. I watched the video of it and I thought that's a red card. He catches the guy on the calf and then down onto the ankle. It's a bad tackle. It's late. He's got no chance of getting the ball. I didn't see an issue with it. But of course, I don't walk around with multiple bottles to catch the tears that flow from my face all day long because obviously I'm not an Arsenal fan. But Arsenal fans, if you can, just, hold on to them for a minute because the post is still a bit odd, so I can't receive those bottles right now to sell on my Etsy shop or indeed my Shopify shop, which is flying Arsenal fan tears on both Etsy and Spotify and Shopify, if you don't mind. Because I'm not one of those people, I just thought that's a red card. Could it have been a yellow? Yeah, maybe, but I thought it was a red. I thought it was a red. And people will say, oh, you're being biased, but I'm the same person that watched the Enciso Endo foul, admittedly, days after it took place and thought, yeah, no, I wouldn't have given a red for that either. Because he tries to pull out of it. It's just an unfortunate collision. So it's not like I'm entirely biased towards Liverpool. I didn't think the Enciso thing was a red card. But, Michael Oliver gave the red card. And Michael Oliver is no friend of Liverpool. Let's be very clear on that. A couple of years ago, we went to the Emirates and there were 3 or 4 big decisions in that game. He got every one of them wrong and he gave every one of them in favour of Arsenal. So he's no friend of Liverpool. But Arsenal fans want you to believe that there's a conspiracy against them. They want you to believe that they're refereed differently, and they're just not. They're just not. The latest conspiracy is that their game, I think this weekend, is to be refereed by a gentleman who is from the city of Liverpool. And this man is not allowed to referee Liverpool games. His name is Peter Banks, and he's not allowed to referee Liverpool games. But he's going to referee the Arsenal versus Manchester City game. And how is that fair? That's the question. Well, the reason Peter Banks is not allowed to referee Liverpool games is because he is an admitted supporter of Everton Football Club, and his entire family are massive Blues. So, if anything, how is it fair that he's been allowed to referee your game from our perspective? You're the only team with even the slightest chance of catching us for the title this year. And him and his whole family would prefer you to win the league than us to win the league. So how is it fair if he's refereeing your game, where a decision in your favour is a decision basically against us? How is that fair? What a strange bunch. But anyway, Michael Oliver is going to referee the Liverpool-Everton game. And if he hears anything about it, if Michael Oliver has any sense of human decency about him after what those Arsenal fans said about him, after the threats they issued against him and his family, he will basically wear a Liverpool shirt under his referee's uniform and give us every single decision. That's what he should do. That's what he should do. And then in 15 years, when he retires, when he writes his autobiography, he should make it known. He should drop it then as 2 big fingers up to Arsenal and their fans. Arsenal are a terrible set of lads. They're just a terrible set of lads. Comps glorifying a fella out on bail for heinous things who's been allowed to play for their club non-stop, barring injuries, for 2.5 years while on bail. What a dreadful set of lads. A club supported by Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan. Awful, awful individuals. What else do we have here? There is a predicted 11. Okay, let's have a look. So there's a couple of them actually. Kelleher, Bradley, Kwanzaa, Nalo, Simicus, Elliott, Endo, Morton, Chiesa, Darwin, Gal. I think the front three we can basically set in stone, and the goalkeeper we can set in stone. And then we know Bradley and Kwanzaa will start. I'm like, Harvey's going to start and Endo's going to start. But the rest, I think, is very much up in the air. This one is the one I suggested earlier with Robbo at left back, McConnell, Morton, Elliott in midfield, Endo and Kwanzaa. That's what I think it'll be. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Endo plays 45 in defence and 45 in midfield, or 60 in defence and 30 in midfield. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But I do think he'll start in defence next to Jarrell Kwanzaa. I think they'll go Bradley, Endo as the right-sided centre-back, Kwanzaa as the left side, and then the left-back, be it Robbo, be it Costas. Yeah, I think it'll be Elliott as a 10 with McConnell and Morton. I still don't understand why this is Anfield and others line our team up in 4-3-3 when we haven't played 4-3-3 all season. Like, we play a 4-2-3-1, lads. It's not complicated. It's not difficult to understand. It's not difficult to see. What else do we have here? I think that is it for This is Anfield. We'll check in with Dave O.C. Cott and see what the latest is from him. He might have something new for us. And we will not check in with Anfield Watch. We'll have a quick look at Liverpool.com and see if there's any hopes and dreams that they're selling us. The lead story on Dave O.C. Cop is that Mo Salah has rejected Liverpool's latest contract offer. Now, it's coming from an Egyptian newspaper, and from what I've seen on Twitter, people are saying this newspaper's garbage, so not to be listened to. There is a piece about Jarrell Hatto, who was pictured at Anfield, I think, on the weekend at the Ipswich game, seemingly there as a guest of Ryan Gravenberch.
We hope you enjoyed listening to this Anfield Index show. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel so future podcasts find their way to your device automatically. There's nothing quite like fan engagement, and we'd love to know what you think of anything discussed on this show. The best way to get in touch is over on our free Discord community, where both podcasters and listeners debate the hottest LFC topics 24/7. Sign up free now at AnfieldIndex.com/Discord. You won't regret it. You can also follow us on Twitter at Anfield Index and find us on Facebook by searching for Anfield Index. Oh, and before you go, we'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star review on your favourite podcast app. It only takes a couple of seconds, and it means the world to the people who create these free shows.